We're extremely nice, totally.
Yeah, of course.
Why would I ever want to be really mean and try to murder someone? Pfft,
Yeah.
never. Don't blow up! You blew up. You killed your friend. That's what you get, Mr. Creeper. You killed your friend. A creeper's life is so sad.
Aw.
If you think
Oh
about
yeah.
it,
Aw.
they're just wandering alone, and then if they meet someone, they blow up.
Man, I want to like hug all the creepers. I was gonna call it creatures. I want to hug all the creepers now.
It's like, you want a hug?
Yeah.
Just don't blow
I love
up.
you.
Same
I
with
want
the
to
Enderman.
capture a super creeper. That'd be cool.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
A couple days ago, there was a creeper, and it was like, it ran away from me. It had speed, and I looked at it, and it
Oh my god.
ran the other way, and I'm like, did I break it? Did I just break Minecraft? Because the creeper literally, I was on a hill in a
Yeah.
cave, and it ran up the cave, up the hill, and I was like, what's happening? I turned around, I was like, is there something behind me that's scared of? Or
That's
logic
funny.
in
A big fish.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there a cat beside me? Or.
Cat. I want to get like all the cats and dogs and stuff. I've never
Yeah.
really done that.
Me either. I've got like
It's
two
kind of
dogs.
weird. Like played this game for how many years and I've never like gotten a cat.
I've got a cat, but I was on creative mode. I was like, I'm gonna spawn it. Because I can.
Yeah. When I first played Minecraft, I spent like the first 3 days, like Minecraft days, just in a hole, and it was on peaceful the whole time, and I didn't realize it.
Oh, that's what I did. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to move the controls, so I switched them to the up and down arrows because that's what I was used to. And I still have it like that, so people like get really afraid. They're just like, "You play with the up and down arrows?"
Oh, you play with it? Really?
Yeah.
How?
My hand's really big apparently, so my pinky's on the space bar, and my other fingers are on the up and down arrows, and it works
Wait,
fine.
what?
Yeah, isn't it? It's so far, right?
Do you play with like a trackpad?
No.
Where is your mouse?
In my other hand,
Wait, are you left-handed? Cause I what?
right-handed, but I actually am both because I was born left-handed, but then I seen my mom using her right hand when I was little, so I tried to do it, and now I'm
Ah,
I can
that's
use
kind of cool.
both. It is. Yeah, I thought it was really cute when she told me. I'm like, I copied you. I
Aw.
was like, I was a smart little kid.
I'm actually like a carbon copy of my mom. Cause I like she. Oh, I got more diamonds.
Nice.
I'll share with you. Don't worry. Just not trigger.
No trigger.
But yeah, my mom was an architect and an artist, and I like and a photographer, and I like love all those things and actively do all those things.
Yeah. I'm like a lot like my family members because my grandfather was an artist and my aunt was an artist,
Oh wow, yeah,
and I like to draw and stuff.
yeah.
And
Aw.
then my mom was a doctor, well, a nurse, and so I'm always like, I know what to do. When the
Yeah.
first book I read was an anatomy book, and I had like 20 of them when I was little,
That's
and I was like 4, and I was like, oh, I know what this is. I remember distinctly one time I was little, and I had to go for surgery on my stomach.
Yeah.
But the doctor, they were talking to me like I was a little kid, and I
Yeah.
didn't appreciate it, so I corrected them all the time.
That's funny.
It was really hilarious because they're like,
Mhm.
"So we're gonna do a surgery on your belly button." I'm like, "This is an umbilical hernia. What are you doing? This is my hernia. You have to do this
Oh
right."
my gosh, it's so good.
I got really scared. I'm like, "Do you know what you're doing? You call it a belly button. You're a doctor."
That's quite funny.
When they gave me to the surgeon, they're like, "Watch it. She has a smart mouth." I'm like, "Well."
Oh, that's funny.
Like,
See, I'm like, I don't know. I'm good with like I don't know, taking care of people. Like I usually just say, oh yeah, I'm like a 16-year-old mother, cause like I just like taking care of people and stuff. But I don't like blood or like. Well, I don't mind blood, but like I don't know, just
I'd rather not do
health
with it.
stuff. I just don't like health stuff. Like when my dogs get needles and stuff, I can't look. I'm like it's so bleh.
Yeah. I can't do it either. Blood I'm totally fine with. Like if one of my friends
Yeah.
is bleeding because they're all like adrenaline junkies and they'll do something stupid, I'll be like, "Great, I'll help you now because you're bleeding out of your forehead."
Yeah.
So here,
Yeah, I
let me
don't mind
save
blood just
you.
because it's like I bleed as well. And I have
Yeah,
to deal with it when I bleed. So I'm just used to it.
exactly like that. So it's like,
Hmm.
great, got another cut. A couple days ago, there's
Hmm.
this glass shelf in my bathroom, and I reached for something, and I hit the glass shelf, and the edge cut me on my
Oh
finger.
gosh.
And I was
That's
like,
weird.
this is not a safe thing. Why is it
Aw.
in here? And I'm like, how did that even happen? I was like really confused all of a sudden. I'm like, wait, why is my finger bleeding?
That's funny.
I was
But
almost
yeah.
like,
I have like I don't know, like yesterday I had a little cut on my leg from just like a bug bite or something, and I scratched it, and it made like a cool pattern with blood, and I was like, this is awesome kind of thing. Like it
yeah.
looked like I got like I don't know, scratched by a wolverine.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is so cool. It's like I'm not afraid of that at all. But but when it comes to like just health stuff, I'm like, nope, nope, can't be a
Yeah.
doctor ever, ever, ever.
It was the doctors and nurses, they either like me a lot or they don't like me because I know what I'm doing. So I question them all the time. I'm like, okay, what type of needle are you using if I go to the hospital or something? But like, you're using a butterfly needle, right? Because it's the thinnest one and I'm not afraid of it. So,
That's funny.
because you don't feel it if it's like the tiniest thing.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you know about that? And I'm like, I question things. I'm scared. Just give me the smallest thing you can
Mhm.
possibly do that hurts less.
See, it's funny because, like I said, 16-year-old mom. I know a lot about babies and stuff, and it's just like that doesn't freak me out at all because it's just like I just know about it.
Yeah.
Just accustomed to it, I guess.
hmm It was babies really like me. Little kids and babies love me.
Same. Jensy.
Yes, Jensy.
Hmm.
It was like my nephew when he was like just 2, and I met him for the first time because my
Yeah.
brother lives in North Carolina, like really far away, right?
Oh wow. Jeez.
Yeah. So the first time I met my little nephew,
Aw.
I was the first one to get him to sleep in his own bed.
Oh, that's cute.
So for like 2 years, he wasn't sleeping in his own bed. I'm like, seriously? You've been dealing with this? So I just sat in a rocking chair in his room. I'm like, go to sleep. And he went to sleep in his bed. I was like,
Aw.
see? I
Mhm.
can handle this.
Yeah, I love babies. I just love kids.
I know, they're so cute.
Hmm.
And if they're like one of those kids that aren't nice and stuff, I'll just be like, okay, so here's your problem.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just like, okay, you have a problem. You have to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm
Gotta
telling them
yell at
straight
you.
up. I'll be like, you gotta fix this.
Hmm.
One of my friend's younger siblings, she was always bugging her sister, which was my best friend. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Lauren, here. You gotta be nice. You
This is
can bug
strong
her
enough.
occasionally, but not all the time.
Hmm.
So she was a little bit better.
That's funny.
I'm just like, I don't know, they all like me. And I'm like, cool, cool.
Aw. Oh gosh, my inventory's getting full.
Yeah, same here.
This is when I get jealous of Feed the Beast and want to like have a backpack.
Yes. It's like Attack the B Team.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Attack the B Team so much.
I couldn't play it. I was really sad. It's just
Oh,
too laggy for me.
I don't know what happened with mine. It was really laggy like years and then first, and then I did something else with it
Hmm.
after like 3 times of downloading the thing again and again and
Oh yeah.
again, and it worked. All of a sudden, I was like,
Oh, that's
"What?"
that's awesome.
I was like so happy,
Well, yeah.
but I stopped playing with it for a little bit.
Yeah. I think mods get like I don't know. Mods are very
Repetitive.
linear. Like once you do all the things in the mod, you're like, well, I can just play vanilla Minecraft now, and
Yeah,
it's just like you go back to vanilla.
and it feels all new afterwards, which is really nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool.
Ooh, that's lava. I heard a skeleton. Where are you?
Oh gosh, kill it.
Kill it with fire or lava, because there's a whole bunch around me.
All right. I want all the diamonds.
Yeah.
The greedy.
Oh, the diamonds.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Exactly. The first time I heard that song, I was watching Moulin Rouge, which is
Yeah.
like one of my favorite all-time things ever.
Oh man, I actually
movies.
haven't seen it.
It's so good.
I have to
It's
watch it.
pretty old actually. Now that I think about it, it's like
Yeah.
2001 now. I think it's
Oh
probably
wow.
older than that actually.
You're so young. It's 2001.
I know, but it was like it's a musical. Yeah, it's one of those old musicals, but I
Ah yeah.
loved it so much, and it was about a prostitute too. It's
Yeah.
about a prostitute, but the story is so good. It's like
Mhm.
it's it's really well done. The songs
Yeah.
are in my mind all the time. Like
That's good.
I think it uses "The Hills Are Alive." It uses that song as
Oh yeah.
well,
Oh wow.
and it's like they add opera into it at one point, and then they do like a pop song
Oh
almost,
wow, that's cool.
and they
That's
do
so
like
diversity.
yeah, it was a range, a variety, a range.
Range.
It was
Home on the
so good.
range.
It was really good.
That's awesome.
And
I've never really like seen musicals.
mhm.
Like I don't know. I've never really given them the chance. I guess
Yeah.
I have to one day.
One time I actually went to the theater. Actually, multiple times. I've
Yeah.
been
Oh
brought
wow.
to the theater to watch musicals, and one time I went with my friend, and we watched High School the Musical
Wow.
in the theater, and it was really funny actually to see these people that weren't actually the real actors. They were just stage players.
Yeah.
But they were like doing the worm at one point, and they were singing, and I'm like, this is fucking fun.
That's
I love
cool.
this.
Because
It-
I like a long time ago. I don't. All I remember is being scared. So that you're like really young when you're scared of everything.
yeah.
But I saw The Lion King in in the musical, and it was really cool.
Nice.
And they had like big like people in costumes and like huge lions and stuff. It was really cool.
That's
And lions
awesome.
are my favorite animal. Is my mom.
Hi. Let's see. Iron. But I remember one musical that actually scared me a lot when I was little
Oh yeah.
was
Aw.
I went to Disney World.
Oh really?
And it's one of
Like
those
at Disney World.
musicals. Yeah, it was at Disney World. It was one of those musicals. It
Oh.
was the Muppets,
Oh yeah.
and it was just in the very beginning there was an explosion,
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
but the people threw stuff at you. It's
Oh
like
God.
styrofoam at you, so
Yeah.
stuff would actually hit you, and it scared the living hell out of me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I was like, "What is this? I can feel things." And I got really scared, and then at one
Yeah.
point, the big, almost looks like Chewbacca dude. Um, he that's how I differentiate them. You look like Chewbacca.
Yeah.
But he had like a sunflower and he pressed it and water came out of it. But they
Oh God.
sprayed you with water.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like, that was like, wow. Wow, they did that. And then there's a part where they address the audience, which always was like so cool to me, but it also freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
And one of the Muppets, they brought him outside of the movie theater screen almost.
Oh
Because
God.
it was on a movie screen. This is why it was
Yeah.
scaring me so much.
Oh man.
But they brought him out and they put him on the top of the front of the stage so he was a real puppet.
Oh God.
It
That's creepy.
scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, he looks so creepy. He's real. Because
See,
I knew it
when
was
I
a
was
movie.
little, I was afraid of mammoths, like really, really bad. 'Cause, like, of course they're extinct. But do you remember the show? Oh God, what's it called? I don't know what it's called. It's about like, oh, elephants and Babar, like Babar the elephant. or something.
Babar!
Yeah,
Babar!
that. But do you remember that one?
Yeah,
Like
I
a
know.
mammoth, right?
Mhm.
And it's like a witch mammoth or something. And
Yeah.
they get lost in the snow, and then the mammoth like comes out of nowhere, and then they like find their way back. That I don't know why, but it was something about that just scared me so bad, and I was always like terrified of mammoths. Like we did
Yeah.
a school project one time, and I was like about mammoths, and it was like I can't do this. I physically can't. This is too much for me.
Yeah. Something that scared me from a kids' TV show was Winnie the Pooh.
Oh
I
yeah,
loved that show so much when I was little,
yeah, it's so cute.
but there was this. I was terrified of Tigger.
Aw.
I'm petrified of him. I still am. I hate him so much. He scares me. He scares me because I was little
Yeah, yeah.
and it was a thunderstorm outside. It was in my old house.
I'm pretty sure there was a thunderstorm in like when I was watching the bar
Yeah.
thing.
I think
Something
thunderstorms
about
like
thunderstorms.
scar people.
Yeah.
So I was watching the thing and why does Trigger have 6 health? Oh, that's because I hit him. But I was watching Winnie the Pooh
Mhm.
and I fell asleep and my mom turned off the TV.
Yeah.
But I woke up in the middle of the night because lightning struck my house.
Oh god.
And it went to my room specifically.
Oh wow, that's scary.
Yeah, and it hit my TV because it was the metal thing.
Mhm.
So my TV turned on, and this just basically scared me. But since Winnie the Pooh was in the VCR or the
Yeah.
VHS tape
Oh
thing,
hi.
so I was really, really, really like confused as to what was happening.
Does Sugar have food? I don't know if Sugar has food.
I have
Here.
no clue. Let's do that real quick. But
Ah.
it was really creepy for the TV to turn on, and
Oh man, yeah, that would have been
it was
creepy.
petrifying. So the TV turned on, and then I guess it was because I was in a sleepy state, but I swear this was all real because I never fell asleep after this until I went to my mom's room. But
Oh yeah.
I was like 4,
Yeah.
and I thought I seen Tigger's tail come out from behind the TV.
Oh my gosh. That's scary.
And because my mind is so messed up, apparently, I like imagined him talking about murdering me.
Oh my gosh.
And they stepped out from behind the TV, and there was a full life-sized Tigger.
Oh my gosh.
And then there was
Oh.
a Piglet, and there was an Eeyore, who's my favorite, and then there was Winnie the Pooh. And then Jensy. And I was so scared because it
Yeah.
was like they were talking about murdering me, and these are my favorite childhood things.
Aw.
And the only one that was sticking up for me was Eeyore and Piglet. And I was just like, good, good.
Aw.
And there was one point where they distracted them. Eeyore and Piglet distracted Tigger, who was the main dude.
Mhm.
And I ran out of my room, and I ran into my mom's room, and I was on a bunk bed, so it was really hard.
Oh yeah.
And so I went to my mom's room and I was crying. I was telling her what happened. And I shut the door behind me. So I lied in her bed. I didn't fall asleep. Yeah, not
Oh,
just yet.
that's so sad.
I know, but my mom fell asleep. And then it was really scary because the door opened and Tigger popped his head in and he's like, I'll get you. And I'm like,
Oh gosh.
no.
That is so creepy.
I know. And I was like, was this real or was just a fantasy? I'm caught in a landslide. No escape from reality.
I love you for that.
I was like terrified as to what just happened and
Oh
why
yeah.
my childhood like things are trying to murder me.
Aw.
Miss Jennifer. But it was really just like one of those things where I was scarred for life.
Oh
And
yeah.
I got all of my Winnie the Pooh stuff was out of the house within like a day. Except for one, like, if it had Tigger on it, it was all gone. Everything else was fine. And I would
Yeah.
still watch it, but if Tigger ever popped up on the show, I stopped watching it right away. I'll
Turn
be
it off
like, yeah.
immediately.
It's just like, I'm not doing this anymore. But it was one blanket I had, and it had a small Tigger on it, but it was my favorite blanket. It was like my blankie almost, you could say. So I couldn't get rid of it because I was like, I can't fall asleep without this. So I'd have to like face Tigger away from me so I couldn't see it as I was sleeping, and I was just
Oh, that's
like,
so fun.
I can't get rid of this, but I can't. I just can't do it.
Oh yeah.
It was one of those things I was like,
Mhm.
I don't know what to think of this anymore.
Yeah, because I had a scary like I don't know thing happen to me while I was asleep. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? Because holy crap, it's awful.
What is it?
It's like you're awake, but you can't move,
Oh,
and you're like asleep and just like, but your mind's awake. I don't know. It's so creepy. Like when I had it happen to me, I had like a bad dream at first, and then like after the bad dream, I had oh sorry, I had like the
bless
sleep
you.
paralysis thing, and I was like, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, and I was like 6, maybe younger than that, maybe 4 or 5, I don't know, because I was sleeping with my mom, because I had a bad dream earlier, I think, or something, I don't know, but I was sleeping with my mom, and I like I was thinking like just roll over and wake mom up, and then she'll wake you up, and I just couldn't, and I just like woke up finally after a long time. I just started bawling.
Oh.
This is too scary.
Oh.